Good Wednesday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Joseph Peterson, and let's go in and talk about the weather for your Wednesday. Starting off, what is going on right now throughout the entire state of South Carolina? Well, it looks pretty nice right now. No rainfall statewide. But if we scroll our way out, see what's going on throughout the entire U.S., we do have some rainfall going on over in parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Kentucky receiving some rainfall, Virginia, up into Wisconsin, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota, and over into the west in like Montana and Nevada, some rainfall going on up in those areas. Florida receiving some rainfall as well. Now, cloud cover wise, we're looking at some nice clear conditions for the most of us, like you see from the upstate all the way down towards the low country and the Grand Strand areas. It looks like that we are looking pretty nice. Cloud cover for the future, honestly, it's not really gonna go into peak cloud cover mode until we get into around like 4 p.m., 5 p.m. or so. And that's when showers and storms start to, kind of get going. And then as we move later on to the evening hours, that cloud cover again kind of just isolated and scattered here and there. Not technically the worst. And then as you get to around 12 a.m., which this is when it is, looks like it's mostly just clear at this point. Current temperatures right now, we're talking about 91 in Somerville, 91 in Charleston, even around 92 in Columbia, 91 in Sumter, and 89 in Myrtle Beach, 91 Conway, Florence, even 89 in Rock Hill, 88 in Greenville, Spartanburg, Gaffney, Clemson. Now, what about for our air quality? Well, it looks like for the most part that we're looking at nice conditions for a couple of us, but most of us, I believe, are inside that moderate category for not really too bad air quality, but also not really too good air quality as well. If you're in the yellow for today, just make sure that you're paying attention to that air quality, making sure it doesn't get too bad. If you're not in the yellow, you're good. High temperatures for today, we're talking about 95 in Greenville, Spartanburg, Rock Hill, even 98 in Columbia, Orangeburg at 98, Moncks Corner 98, 95 in Charleston, 98, Georgetown 94 in Myrtle Beach, and 97 in Walterboro. Heat index values for today, looks like it's going to be honestly warm and hot, really just in those coastal areas. I mean, you're seeing Charleston 112, Myrtle Beach 110, Georgetown 110, Hilton Head 110. So a lot of us are going to stay inside of this heat dome, especially over here inside of the coastal areas, but also in the Midlands. I mean, 104 in Columbia, 105 in Sumter, 107 in the PD areas in like Florence, and then the upstate, even though not really going to be in those, in those higher digits of 100, still 100 as a heat index value honestly is not, it's not really nothing to really play around with either. I mean, 100 degrees is still, going to feel like 100 degrees up there in Spartanburg. Now, winds for today, winds are going to be calm around 5 to 10 miles per hour inland, but then once you get towards the coastal areas, get to around 10 to 15. And then if you look at those wind gusts, overall statewide around 12 miles an hour all the way up to around 20 or so, 25 even. Rainfall is definitely possible for today. You see 100th of an inch to a 10th of an inch over there near Moncks Corner, near Charleston, near Georgetown, even in Myrtle Beach, 100th of an inch to a 10th of an inch, and then maybe even a 10th of an inch to a quarter of an inch in other areas, like in the low country. Maybe even over there inside of the Grand Strand areas as well. And then if you look up there inside of the upstate, also you can see around like a good amount of some green up there, maybe in like the northern parts right along that South Carolina North Carolina border. SPC outlook, thunderstorms are possible for today, but not really expected to be severe. Not really expected to be severe. Fire weather is also not expected. Excessive rainfall, not expected either. Crazy score right now, we're at a 35. Obviously, we have extreme heat warnings that are in effect. Heat advisories that are also here as well, that are also in effect. And also, the heat's starting to build. So we're inside that moderate category right now, but I do expect that to get higher as the day goes on. I do expect that to get higher. So let's go on now and take a look at the models. Time is at the bottom part of your screen. Please make sure that you go on and pay attention to that, as that is very important to go on and do so. As we go on and push this forward, you can definitely see as we get to around 4 p.m. or so, 5 p.m., showers and storms start to form even by 6 p.m. And honestly, it seems to take a little bit of a slower time trying to develop those storms as we get into today. And then as you go more into around 6 p.m. going on all the way to 8 p.m., I mean, yeah, we still have some shower activity, but by 12 a.m. it seems like things are really starting to go away. So I really just am seeing this, and I'm really just not really too impressed as I have been for the past couple of days. And obviously, we looked at it on around a couple of minutes ago with the current conditions, and obviously we see no rainfall is currently happening right now. So that's all I have to say for today. Make sure that you tune in tonight, 9 o'clock p.m., Wednesday evening forecast update. Make sure that you tune in for that. Hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, and hit the like button as well. It's free, it's free, it's free. Also, check out my website, seweather360.com. Again, that is seweather360.com. I'll be back tonight. Make sure that you're there for that.